X Family Anime Review, episode number 39. We are here reviewing the 48th episode of the series, which is also going to be the third to last of the season. For a while. Probably for good reason. And my theory is that the reason why season 4 made it possible right now is because by the time the season wraps, in 2 weeks by the way, the thing is, they're getting really close to catching up with the manga. And we might have to wait another 2 years before we get another season 2. I mean, this episode in particular covers chapters 80, 81, and the first 6 pages of chapter 82, along with bonus material from volume 20 of the collected volumes. Because if you think about it, the most recent chapter that came out was chapter 127. And we're at chapter 82. Yes, 82. For those of you curious though, how many chapters is the manga ahead of where the anime is at right now? The answer, because I did look up exactly where the season is going to leave off, it's going to leave off with this current arc. By the way, this is a Wheeler arc, by the way. It's a very interesting arc, this one. It leaves off with the third to last chapter of the entire arc. Which means, basically, for the anime, there's exactly 40 chapters left. 40. And that is not currently enough for their season. They might have to wait another couple years before they get a chance to do another season after that. Yes, that is probably what the case is. This anime is very beloved by anime fans. It's just that they're at a point now we might have to wait another 2 years for another season. The only else that they probably could do, and this has people's appetites with this show, is to, this is my personal theory, they may have to do their movie again. Because that's what happened between season 2 and season 3, is they released the movie Code White. I think it did pretty okay. It wasn't a terrible movie per se. I'm thinking that's what they probably would have to do in order to satisfy people's taste. Like, people want more Spy X Family, but there's not enough manga to cover it for a season, so... And the anime probably does not go the route of anime original content. You know, a filler season per se. So the only option is to do another movie. That's the only option that the studio has, is to do another movie. Yeah. Do I think I'm this year? No. I don't think so. I've not heard anything about any info related to any new info for Spy X Family once the season wraps up. Give us a May. So the episode starts off with Yor waking up from after passing out from the last episode, and she and Lloyd sort of get an argument, and then Ymir just happens to show up, Yor's brother, and thinking, that he's breaking her heart, and it's a complete misunderstanding, and then he's called into work with this chart info, and of course they briefly decided to follow him, the two siblings, and then they just give up. So Yor goes home. Also, Anya is going to the zoo, which does pay off in the post-credit scene, where Anya goes to the zoo with Becky and her lady friend. So, bless you. So, it's a brief scene. It lasts maybe a couple minutes. In case you're curious, the bonus of volume 20 is like about 5 pages. And this takes up roughly like a minute and a half of screen time, where they go in the zoo, play a little game. It's different animation style than the rest of the episode. And of course, they briefly talk about humans. And that's it. It's a brief thing for that one. But the episode gets a lot more interesting afterwards. So, we find out what the heck is going on. Why is Lloyd being called into work? Simply put, it's explained by Fiona, aka Nightfall. That's really her code name. That there's a mole in Wise. Yes, a mole, but of course we found out a little later his name is Winston Wheeler. where he's apparently stolen a bunch of documents, including info about Operation Strix. Yeah, if I were the studio making this anime, I would have squeezed out one, maybe two more episodes to basically finish adapting this arc and adapt the 2 chapters skipped over previously. That's what I would probably do, but nope, we have to end with the third to last chapter for some weird reason. Not sure why, but that's what it is. So, and then we see, like, the brief of what's going on, and so we didn't see the guy where apparently he's also shooting his people who are tailing him, like 2 people. Now, the thing is, because I'm sure kids probably watch this, they probably won't show any blood, but it's obviously, yeah, he's dead. Shooting him basically in the gut obviously kills him. So, and then he also shoots at a car about to run him over because he's a traitor. And then later on, of course, we see a guy that looks very similar to him, wear this particular outfit with a green tie and a lapel with a yellow jewel. Now, he does mention his info to people we meet with the SS agents. That's basically who Ymir works for. So, and of course, basically, the person there contacted his boss. What's going on? Like, oh, someone leaked. And then we meet a man named Jeffrey, who's off to do some paperwork, but instead he's arrested for being Mole for Wise. Okay, interesting. I do enjoy this episode, and we're just starting up this arc. It's sad this is going to be the last arc of the season. Like, if I were the studio itself, I would finish adapting this arc. Because, if you think about it, by the time the season wraps up, there's like 4 chapters they skipped over the season. Like, I would just do 2 more episodes. Just do two extra episodes just to finish up the 3 arcs that were adapting this season. Just so people were satisfied. Because by the time the season will wrap up, we'll have like 3 story arcs that remain unfinished. That, or they could probably do like an hour-long special to cover like the 4 chapters that they skipped over. That's the only option they have. But the episode itself, really good. So that's pretty much that particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up is we're going back to a wild last boss appears. Okay, thanks you. Bye.